And now it's time for Southern California's sports fishing voice. Let's talk hookup. For the next 2 hours, join Pete Gray, rock cod Rick Maxa, and this week's special expert guest for fishing information, new techniques to catch more fish, and the most current scoop on what's happening in the water. Let's Talk Hookup is sponsored in part by Yamaha Outboards, official motor sponsor of Let's Talk Hookup. Royal Polaris, the world's finest long-range sports fisher. By Ford, the official truck of Let's Talk Hookup, and Shimano Rods and Reels. Fish with the best. Shimano. Get ready for the fastest 2 hours on radio with the hosts of Let's Talk Hookup, Pete Gray and Rock Cod Rick Maxa.
Good morning, anglers, and Happy New Year to everybody out there. Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup, Pete Gray and Rock Cod Rick Maxa in the Mighty 1090 studios, and starting off the year right with Captain Mike Lackey from the Vagabond. We're going to be talking all kinds of great fishing. You stay tuned. Southern California's sport fishing voice is still Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090. The offshore fishing this year has been nothing short of amazing. It's got a lot of San Diego anglers already dreaming about next year. Things may be cooling down a little offshore, but they're heating up at your San Diego County Ford dealers during the Dream Big Sales event. It's a great time to come in and check out incredible lease deals on Fusion, Focus, and Escape, or the big cash back available on America's favorite truck, Ford F-150, the truck of choice for San Diego fishermen. I've been driving a Ford truck for years, and I couldn't be happier with it. The technology is state-of-the-art. I can launch my boat with ease, and it's got all the room I need. And guess what else just started rolling in? The all-new 2015 Mustang. Just wait till you hear that throaty growl of that engine. It'll really get your blood pumping. December is traditionally a great time for two things: fishing in the bay and getting a great deal on a new Ford. So if you're ready to dream big and save big, don't miss the Dream Big Sales event. On now at your San Diego County Ford dealer. Stop by today. They'll be glad to hook you up.
Information is the key to success, and inside information is even better. When it comes to fishing, inside information is critical, and that's what FishDope.com delivers. FishDope.com really does help you catch more fish and save fuel. FishDope.com is the only SST service with a satellite oceanographic PhD on board. The only fish finding service with a spotter plane. You get daily catch reports from Point Conception to San Martin Island, 365 days a year. FishDope.com boasts the largest code group anywhere, covering sport boats, commercial boats, and private boaters. FishDope.com has online planning tools, moon phase, tides, hot bite icons, and more. What I'm telling you is, if you don't have FishDope.com, well, good luck. Membership costs less than 40 gallons of gas for the entire year. That's right, 1 year. What a bargain. Plus, stay tuned for the special code to save $20 on a FishDope.com membership. Check it out today. FishDope.com. Catch more fish, burn less fuel. Look, anglers, if you had one shot, one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted in fishing, wouldn't you want purely the best equipment possible? You already booked the best boat in the fleet, so why not get the best gear? The new Shimano Talica 50 2-speed reel will exceed your needs. The Talica series is already nicknamed the Beast, but this is the king of them all. Power and torque unlike any reel ever produced, along with castable free spool, not found in a small reel till now. The Talica 50 2-speed has a narrower and taller design, an open top, along with an eye corrosion resistant cold forged frame, side plates and spool that provides the angler an extreme long range reel, lighter than any reel in this class. And when you have a reel like Talica 50, match it with the right rod. The 2011 ICAST award-winning Terez rail rods were designed specifically for this reel. 3 rods in 5 colors, and the 7'4" length will push those cows off the side of the boat. Treat yourself to the best and experience how light and powerful long-range tackle has become. The new Talica 50 2-speed reel and the Terez rail rods, only at your local Shimano retailer.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090. What a way to start the new year, huh?
Indeed. Happy New Year to everybody. Hope you had a great New Year celebration and ready to jump into 2015. Is that scary or what?
How cool is that?
Here we are, yeah. And great way to start with Captain Mike Lackey from the Vagabond. Mike, good morning.
So, Mike?
Good morning.
Great to have you in the studio. It's a rare occasion we get to have you in the studio because you're always running the boat.
Yeah, all the time. January's the time to be here, though.
Yeah,
perfect.
No kidding. So
I get to go out next week.
Oh, you do? What are you doing?
We're going yellowtail fishing. We're going to a 3-day trip.
A 3-day
Awesome.
trip. All right. So what happens at the Vagabond this time of the year?
Mainly, we kind of get ready to slow down, let the crew have a little break. The captain gets to do honeydews. And then in about 3 weeks, we start putting her together. It's a long season, so we spend weeks and weeks just rebuilding, making sure everything works so we don't have a problem during summer.
Maintenance and such like that. So when do you actually start your 2015 season?
2015 is going to start the end of May.
The end of May.
And we're just running a couple little one-day trips there to kind of get things shook down
Get the
and
bugs out.
get people on the boat. You know, yellowtail fishing at the islands has been so good the last several years. We're going to take advantage of it.
Why not?
Yeah.
Yellowtail fishing. So on a 3-day, is it like a freezer special? What are you doing?
No, we're doing a yellowtail trip.
Yellowtail.
We got 2 trips this month. The first one is a 3-day yellowtail trip. We're going to go down and fish Collinet and San Martin. Good yellowtail fishing down there this year again. The last couple of years, it's been really good. So we're looking forward to take advantage of that.
So that really good fishing for those after Christmas trips this year, those 5-day trips, same style
thing.
of fishing, just really good yellowtail everywhere up and down the beach.
Yeah, it's really good sign. There's some good school fish fishing, and there's some good quality fish.
Cool.
Lot of fish. Any spots available on those?
There's a couple spots next week. I think 2.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the second one is our family trip. That's the annual freezer special. We don't do a lot of freezer special type stuff. It's just kind of thing that we don't. It's a family trip.
It's a family
Cool.
trip.
Yeah,
Well, that's fun.
And the head guy on this trip's been fishing the Vagabond since Lance bought the boat.
Whoa.
He used to fish with Lance on the Holiday in the early 70s. And Tommy is 89 years old.
That's so cool.
That's really neat.
Yeah.
That's way cool.
So size up your 2014 season on the Vagabond. What'd you do? What'd you catch? What'd you see?
It's just an amazing year. We were scheduled perfect. You couldn't ask for better. With 3 days, I put in several more 3 days this year before the season started. Kind of cut out some of the in-between trips, and it worked out perfect, as we know.
What a year to have a 3-day trip.
Oh, man, it was incredible. And fishing. And at the end of the season, I looked back, I was exhausted. I worked the same amount of days as the year before, but I didn't realize I was fishing from the time I left the dock to the time I got back.
Yeah, there's no more, we're going to travel this day and go there. I mean, you're
we
catching tuna the same day you untie the lines.
Yeah, really good tuna fishing.
Yeah, really.
It was amazing.
That's so cool.
Right next to home.
Yeah, oh, man. Up front there, we had to stop 7.5 miles this year.
That's 7.5
7.5.
100 fish, 7.5 miles.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow, that's pretty good.
That was the inside of the bank.
That's good fishing.
That's cool.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah. So, Vagabond, tell us about the Vagabond. You operate at Point Loma Sport Fishing. Give us the lowdown on the boat and what kind of trips you run.
We're basically a family-run, 80-foot long-range sport fishing boat. We have all the amenities of a regular long-range boat. We run family 25-passenger maximum trips. A lot of trips are 20 to 22-passenger limited load trips, 3 to 10-day trips, and basically we pick you out to have a good time.
Yeah, that's cool.
We get our share of fish, but we're about the having a great time fishing.
And you've been aboard the boat for a long time.
1990.
1990. You worked for Lance Withy, right?
Yeah, Lance
Former
is the man. I bought the boat from Lance in 2002. And I went to work for him in 90. He told me, if you stick with me, things were kind of tough. You know, economy was tough for him. He went through a captain change or two right around there. He had the great Charlie Long before that. And then it kind of was just unstable. And he goes, if you go to work for me and we'll put this together, I'll sell you the boat. I'll make sure you get the boat.
And it happened.
It was unbelievable.
That's so cool. I love stories like that. That's awesome.
He is the man. I look back at it. And I go, man, could I have sold the boat if I was him?
Right.
I might have said, hey, Mike, I'll help you get another boat.
Right.
Yeah.
Things were really starting to roll for him.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
So,
but it's
was
pretty
awesome.
shows you what an honorable guy he is.
Great.
Indeed, a wonderful man for
Yes.
sure. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but the Vagabond has established the world record yellowfin tuna. Is that correct?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We did. It's been
First one over 400 pounds.
first fish over 400,
Yeah.
and we're pretty proud of that, dude.
Yeah.
Mike did a great job catching the fish for us. It couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
Yeah.
And boat and crew and everything else.
Yeah, it was
man.
it's
so,
really sweet.
So cool.
That was on a 10-day trip?
10-day trip
Yeah.
right outside of Mag Bay. Yeah.
Wow.
So, we're hoping to repeat it again. We got to catch up, man. You know, this guy's, it seemed like 38 years or something to break that one, and then 2 years somebody went and snagged another one.
Another one, yeah. Kind of weird, huh?
Hey,
are there bigger ones swimming around?
You know there is.
Yeah. He's out there.
That's so cool. And that was cool. Wasn't that a trip where that was it? The guys were cows or bust, like they wanted nothing but big ones, and he set out to catch that fish and did it.
Yeah, we do that. You know, this year we did it again. It was tough fishing this year, as you guys know. Big tuna on the shorter trips, 10-day trips and stuff are tough.
Yeah,
really tough this year. We had some sign of some big fish, but we could not get them to bite this year at all. Zero. We, I think 120 pounder is about what we got. But
wow, in the bank area there.
Yeah, down there.
They were there.
There's a little bit of fish there.
Yeah.
But really big fish.
Right.
Yeah.
Really big fish, but just not enough to really get going.
How many 10-day trips do you do on board the Vagabond?
We just do a couple of them a year. We do a San Diego Anglers 10-day 16-passenger charter, open charter.
Just from knowing the guys that got on, has that trip ever gone down and not just absolutely creamed them? It seems like every time we go back, Dwayne or one of the boys are in the shop like, oh my God, we got this and we got that, and that trip always
you have those blessed trips, and that's one of them.
That is, man.
Those guys are amazing. They've got the most important thing. They just want to go fishing.
Yeah, just have a good time.
Yep.
So you do a lot of charters on the Vagabond. You seem
mixed open charter. We have
open party.
Open party. What we have, if you could call them charters.
Yeah.
But it's open party. We sell tickets for them. But it's the same people.
It's the same people every year.
Yeah, we're so blessed.
People are popular. Yeah. Well, they like going fishing with you.
Yeah. Well,
do you run almost every trip?
I got 2 off this year.
You 2? Yeah. My goodness.
What's up, slacker?
Yeah, I had to take my daughters. My daughters got married, and my daughter, of course, picked the middle of August to get married on a weekend. So,
thank you very much.
Thank you very much, yes. And then I had another trip off a little later in the year. Family emergency. I had to take off. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
But
that was it?
That was it. 2 trips. Yeah. I try to set the schedule up so I can drive most of the trips because I really enjoy being out there.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And you have a lot of people that want to go fishing with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's neat. And it's nice you get the winter break. You basically do your maintenance in the winter and then
and recover.
And go bass fishing, right?
Catch a couple green bass.
A little bit of green bass fishing.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to do a little more this year. I keep looking at the boat. I took the ice off of it a couple mornings ago.
Man, how cold was it this week, right?
Crazy. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it was we got our dose of winter for Southern California.
Yeah, I just got back from Mexico again, and I was like, what happened?
Yeah. Indeed.
That's how our thing, we did the Let's Talk Hookup trip on the Royal Star, the 12-day trip this year. And when we left, it was Thanksgiving time. And I remember packing the truck in Lakeside. It was like 86 degrees. I mean, it was hot, We came back, it was freezing cold, and winter happened. Winter happened, and all of a sudden, winter, just like you say, you're in Mexico enjoying the tropics, and next thing you know, you come back, wait, it's wintertime. When did this happen?
Where did we go?
Yeah, that happens in it. It seems like every year on that trip, we leave the day after Thanksgiving. It's nice. And we come back, and I've got all my sweats on that last day. We're watching football. It works out that our last day traveling home's a Sunday, so we get to watch football. And I've got my sweats on. I've got jackets on.
Totally.
I'm like,
I'm wearing pants and shoes today for crying out loud.
Same.
Same. My gosh.
We got the jacket with us.
Yeah, no kidding. So, amazing thing is, there's still good fishing going on. I got that text from Bob Hoos yesterday.
Crazy.
Bluefin and yellowtail out on, was it Cortez?
On the Tanner.
On the Tanner Bank. Happy New Year, right?
First day of the year. That's all the fishing club flags are being captured very early this year. First yellows going down on the first possible day you can do it.
Bluefin.
Pretty darn cool.
Unbelievable. Yeah, still going on out there and back to beautiful weather in Southern California. Still a lot of coastal yellowtail. There's been hints of sea bass around and bass fishing, winter bass fishing.
Yeah, I mean, that same really good yellowtail fishing you had, what was it, a couple of weeks ago now, is still going on, the same thing.
You had it last week.
Yeah, and had buddies with good scores, yesterday. I mean, it's not wide open fishing, but if you're the guy that, really wants to go catch a fish, it's beautiful weather, and you can take your private boat out there, and it's close to home, and have a shot at catching those 20-pound yellowtail in January. How do you not?
Yeah.
What a tough dime.
Yeah,
So
it is.
cool.
It is.
It's so cool.
Well, as you can hear, we have a great show lined up for you today.
Boy, you're not kidding. And how lucky are we to have a guy like Captain Mike Lackey in here? As you heard, I mean, obviously a guy that spends all of his time on the water, so it's rare that we're able to get him in the studio, and we're really pumped, and it's just going to be a fun show with lots of great information. And if you want to join us, we would love to have you. There's two ways that you can reach us on this first show of the new year this morning. The first is with our local line, which is 858 area code 457-1090. Again, 858-457-1090. That's the local number. Or you can call us toll-free, and there is a toll-free line open right now, and take advantage because that's going to be a very busy one. That's 877-792-1090. One more time, 877-792-1090. And talk about starting off the New Year's right. We have got an awesome prize for one lucky caller at the end of the show today, and that's a brand new pair of Maui Jim sunglasses. It's the What's Up frame. It's a very cool new style fishing frame. Kind of a wraparound, doesn't allow the light inside of your glasses, but still very modern and cool looking. It's a really cool pair of glasses. It's the natural gray lens color with a matte black wood grain frame. It's a really cool pair of glasses. And that's going to one lucky caller at the end of the show today. So again, if you want to get through, 858-457-1090 or 877-792-1090. That's going to be your shot to get through. And when we come back, we're going to be taking your phone calls. Lots of great information coming your way. You stay tuned. You're listening to Southern California's sport fishing voice. Let's Talk Hookup on the mighty 1090.
The San Diego Bay Bass Tournament is Saturday, January 24th, and Dana Landing in Mission Bay wants to help you get ready with a great sale and seminar on Saturday, January 17th. It all starts with a live Let's Talk Hookup broadcast at 7. Manufacturers' representatives will be on hand and a giant sale on the tackle you need to catch big fish. Listen to these deals for one day only that Dana Landing will have. Buy any Abu Garcia Revel reel and get a matching rod free. Buy 3 Gulp packages and get 1 free. Take 25% off all MC swim baits and war bait heads. 20% off all clothing. Save 15% off Seeker rods. Check out the East County Bait and Tackle booth and see their new custom rods. Now, here is the big news. From 10 to 11, there will be an ultimate panel discussion hosted by Pete Gray with Corey Sandin from MC Swim Baits, Jimmy Decker from Berkeley, Afron from War Baits, and Benny Florentino from Shimano. Learn the best techniques for catching the big fish in the bay. It's one day only, Saturday, January 17th, and only at Dana Landing, right across from SeaWorld, next to the Dana Launch Ramp in Mission Bay. Check DanaLanding.com for more details.
If you are ready to experience a real Alaska fishing adventure, check out Whalers Cove Lodge in Angoon, Alaska. The calm waters around Whalers Cove are 100 miles from any large towns, so you will enjoy a wilderness adventure without any crowds. Whalers Cove Lodge has some of the best salt and freshwater fishing in Alaska, and there is no need for a bumpy boat ride for hours. You can find productive fishing for salmon, halibut, and rockfish just 10 minutes from the lodge. Whalers Cove also offers fantastic freshwater fishing in wilderness streams for wild salmon and trout. The Whalers Cove experience will fulfill your wildest Alaska dreams on the calm water of the Inside Passage or on a spectacular stream. It's your choice every day at the Whalers Cove Lodge. After fishing, you will dine on fabulous meals created daily by the Whalers Cove chefs and relax in your comfortable room or cabin. Learn more about this exciting Alaska destination on their website at whalerscovelodge.com or call 800-423-3123. Whalers Cove Lodge, a real Alaskan fishing adventure.
It's time to get excited about fishing, and Point Loma Sport Fishing has everything you'll need. They offer half-day and three-quarter-day trips daily, perfect for families and the novice or seasoned fishermen. Point Loma Sport Fishing also offers overnight to multi-day trips, targeting the best of seasonal catches. Visit their website at pointlomasportfishing.com, where you can purchase tickets online and get more information on the trips available, or call 619-223-1627.
If you're into the water, I mean getting out and going fishing, diving, surfing, shark diving, or kayaking, you need to check out The Islander at islander-charters.com. The Islander is San Diego's leader when it comes to 2 to 5 day fishing. In addition, The Islander offers kayak mothership trips, spearfishing trips, and more. Watch the website for trips and adventures available. You won't find a more knowledgeable or well-rounded team than Captain Shane Slaughter, John Conniff, and crew. Experience the Islander difference. Visit islander-charters.com for all the details.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup on the mighty 1090.
All right, time to book your trips and time to get things rolling here. We have Mike Lackey from the Vagabond talking, and want to remind you, we're giving away, to start the new year right, the What's Up from Maui Jim, and on the neutral gray lens, which is a great lens for offshore, and that black wood grain matte finished frame, just really, really cool styles, and we're very proud to represent Maui Jim for 2015 once again, the official sunglasses Let's Talk Hook. I want to thank our buddy Mike Battistoni for doing the job to get us that sponsorship this year, and continue on to be able to give a pair of Maui Jim sunglasses away to 26 lucky callers throughout the year.
No kidding. Wow. Right on.
Yeah, so
That's
how about
cool.
that? So, well, that's the first of 26 through the year. So, thanks a lot to Mike Battistoni and the good people at Maui Jim for that great sponsorship.
Yeah, they're the glasses that I wear. I love them. I'm still torn. I like that Piahi. I like the canoes. I really like that one we're giving away, the What's Up, the World Cups. They make so many fishing styles now that there's a lot to choose from, and it's cool in the shop too because everybody's got a different shaped head, but they have so many different fishing styles now. A guy can really come in and find a pair that fits like a glove, and there's not a better pair of glasses on the water.
None whatsoever, that's for sure. You still have a chance to get through right now at 858-457-1090 or 877-792-1090. Let's jump into the phones.
You
Rick.
got it. How about we start it off this morning with Leroy calling from Rancho Bernardo. Leroy, good morning. Thanks for getting us started here for 2015.
Good morning, guys. How you doing?
What's up, Leroy?
Happy New Year, Leroy.
I just wanted to talk to Mike Lackey.
Hey, good morning, Leroy.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Doing great.
Anyway, I did not fish last year at all, and had surgery. Had to cancel my trip on your boat. Was the hardest thing to do. Mm-hmm. And looking forward to this year.
I'm looking forward to taking you out. I hope all things are getting better.
They are.
All right.
Good.
All right. Thanks a lot for the call this morning, Leroy. I appreciate that very much. That does free up 858-457-1090. Open right now.
All right. How about we talk to Jeff calling us from San Diego this morning. Hi, Jeff. Good morning. Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Morning, guys. How you doing?
What's up, Jeff?
Hey, Mike.
Morning.
Here.
Hey, how you doing, Panic?
Doing good, bud. Hey, just wanted to say that Mike's operation is just par above everybody else. I mean, when the rare times that I do go out on another boat, I always find myself saying, well, Mike doesn't do it that way.
Thanks, Jeff.
What do you like about the Vagabond? What is it? What's the attraction for you?
Well, I mean, it's like the very first time I went fishing with him, he made me feel like I was family.
Yeah.
It's not, you're not a customer. You're part of the boat. And, he always takes care of you. The crew's always great. Food's phenomenal. I mean, he just. I know. Keep it quiet.
That's cool.
All right.
Yeah, well, that's nice.
Thanks, Jeff.
Thanks a lot for the call this morning. Why most guys captains are bragging about their food? What's that all about?
Well, we go fishing to have a good time.
Yeah.
The food's just a bonus.
Just a bonus.
We're pretty blessed. We have a chef that we've had a couple of years, and he's really stepped it up for us. And
that's great.
It is part. It's not the main focus of the trip, though, but it is nice to eat well.
It is nice to eat well.
No doubt about that.
Yeah, indeed. Thanks for the call, Jeff. Appreciate it. Happy New Year to you.
All right. How about we go out to Allied Gardens this morning, talk to Mike. Mike's calling us, wants to talk to Captain Mike Lackey. Good morning, Mike.
Morning, Mike.
Hey, Happy New Year, you guys.
Same to you, Mike.
Well, a lot of times we wish for, everything to change in the new year, but this year I don't think it's going to be the case.
Stay exactly the same.
Yeah, change.
We'll be fine with another year like 2014 in the fishing world, right?
Repeat of 14 will be just fine.
Yeah, we're okay with that.
Hey, I was going to ask about Colonette. Is that still something that you do?
We're doing it next week.
Next week, and you have a couple spots open.
Yeah, I do have a couple spots. We're going to do, I suspect we're probably going to do San Martin first day and Colonette second day. There's really good yellowtail fishing at both places. It's not the old traditional rock cod type thing that we used to do. I'm thinking about throwing a day and a half in 3 weeks, but we'll have to see how that rolls.
See how the
weather
weather
goes.
Weather's the big thing I'm going to watch. As you guys know, I'm out there all the time, so I don't need to get beat up this time of year.
No.
If it's not nice, I don't want to go.
And look at this week. Wow, what a beautiful week of weather we have ahead of us here. Yeah.
What kind of gear does a guy need? If guys out there thinking, gosh, I really think I might try and do that trip, go to San Martin, go to Colonette with you. What kind of gear or fishing does a guy need to prepare himself for?
Basically, you're not going to need anything more than about 50-pound tackle, yo-yo jigs, If we do a little bit of rock fishing, you can, nowadays with a little Spectra and a little canis jig or something like that, something easy.
Sure.
We're not trying to fill your freezer. We're going to catch our limit, but that's kind of the side benefit of those kind of trips. But the yellowtail fishing, it's going to be a lot of yo-yo fishing, a little bit of dropper loop, maybe an egg sinker.
It's the same rig that you'd fish your 40-pound tuna with all year. You're going to be able to drop down and
same thing. Yeah,
perfect.
maybe have to put a little tiny bit of lead on, but not much.
That's cool.
And the cool thing about that Colonet rockfish fishing, if you are targeting rockfish and yellowtail, is it's shallow.
Yeah.
You're not fishing 400, 500 feet or anything.
No,
like that,
300
right?
feet is pretty much it. And
yeah.
The yellowtail fishing there is the same. You drop a yo-yo jig down, and a red comes up, and a yellow comes up next to it.
Right next
cool.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I love
and
that.
the volume of fish down there this year has been extraordinary, right?
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
The balls of fish.
What are the limits?
You're same as always. 5 fish per day of any one kind, 10 fish total. That's Mexican limit for 40 years.
So let me ask you about this. So you could keep, you're on 3 days, so you'll be able to keep 10 yellowtail total, right?
No, 3 day you can catch 15 yellowtail.
15 yellowtail, okay.
15 yellowtail, 15 other fish.
Okay, so it's 5 day with a 3 day limit.
3 day maximum, yes.
Right. So you could you catch 15 yellowtail, which I don't know what you need with 15 yellowtail, but that's a lot of yellowtail.
That's a lot of yellowtail.
And then how many? If you catch your 15 yellowtail, how many rockfish can you keep?
15 more.
15 more. Yeah. And that's a mixed rockfish, right? It's
not any one
15
kind.
reds, 15
No, that's total.
That's
30
total.
fish total is your bottom line.
Yeah.
And like you said, when you get home, that's
that's
a
more
lot
than you want to
fish.
do.
Yeah.
5 of any one kind per day. I mean, 5 of any one kind, maximum of 10 fish per day. So it could be 5 and 5, or it could be 5, 3 and 2, whatever it is. You get 10 fish total every day for up to 3 days.
Up to 3 days.
Up to 3 days, yeah. And that's so much fish. Somebody was asking me about what's going on. As we know, bluefin things up in the air. And I said, well, what if, we do a lot of 3 day trips.
Sure.
What if it's only 2? Means you get 6 bluefin.
Yeah, right.
What are you going to, I don't know about many. I know a lot of my customers, they catch a couple, 2, 3 at the most. Hey, let's catch something else.
And you can be more selective.
Oh, take bigger ones?
Yeah, if you don't want to, you think you can improve on what you have. Yeah. I think I'll let this 60-pounder go because I might catch an 80 or 100-pounder, right?
Well, I don't know. I see that happen.
Well, I mean, you figure the fish averaged 30 pounds this year. I mean, or better. I mean, and that was an average. That's 180 pounds of bluefin. Yeah. Just that, on 6 of them.
Yeah. What are you going
to? Right.
I can eat.
We can live with that.
Yeah. We can live with that just fine.
I'm good with it.
All right, Mike. Happy New Year to you. Thanks a lot for the phone call this morning. So when a lot of the boats are doing, I know there's boats out of C4 Sport Fishing. I think some of the boats out of Fisherman's Landing, Point Loma Sport Fishing are doing some freezer special Colonet winter trips, right?
Right.
1.5 to 3 day trips. How far of a journey is that?
It's 110 miles down.
Oh, it's not too far.
No, and there's a little area below there. A lot of guys go another 20 miles. And then when they run the 1.5 trips, a lot of times if it's just a freezer special, there's some areas that are only 75 to 90 miles that you fish.
Yeah.
That are real good fishing also. And this year, as you guys pointed out, there's yellowtail everywhere.
I'm with what Mike has been saying all morning. I think that the quote freezer special thing is going to take a back seat this year. I mean, there's so much yellowtail that just never went away. I mean, it was there all year, and it's still biting. I mean, it's biting at home still. I think that those things you're going to have the occasional guy that's going to be bummed out that he doesn't have his limit of reds because you spent so much time pulling on yellows all day. I think it's going to be an awesome year.
Putting yellowtail in the freezer.
I think these wintertime 1.5s are going to be the best fishing that we've had in years.
Oh,
years.
Yeah. And like we talked about, traditionally just phenomenal weather.
Yeah.
Get these beautiful, flat, calm days.
Yeah,
better weather than the summer, that's for sure, right? Generally, a little
colder.
Colder.
I gotta say, what a summer!
Oh, no doubt. It's so good.
It was pretty nice.
My body is saying we had a good summer.
Yeah.
I keep doing this for a while. I can get used to this.
Yeah, there was not very many days that we were controlled by weather.
How did that play into the fishing? There in the past years we've had weather up, fish down. Did it play the same way? I mean, we didn't have a lot of up weather days. But there was just so much fish, they were just biting no matter what the weather was.
For us, most of the days that we had kind of tough weather, we were out by Cortez or out in that general direction.
Yeah.
And more than anything else, I'd say it played into people fishing.
Yeah.
It, moving a little slower, being easier. Fish still bit, which was surprising. Yeah. Usually when that wind comes up, those bluefin take the day off. But
right.
That wasn't the case. It was just a lot harder fishing. You had to work at it.
Right. Yeah. Now, you've had the reputation of being Mr. Bluefin, going after the bluefin and being very successful at bluefin. Do you have any tricks of the trade that make you target those things?
Just keep working at it. The love of doing it. I enjoy for us locally, it's the biggest fish you're going to catch most of the time.
Sure.
So if you're going to find a trophy, that's the one. I like to fish quality fish. Most guys like to know that.
Mm-hmm.
And if there's quality fish to be had, it's probably going to be a big bluefin.
Yeah.
We were, funny story, one of our trips, 4-day trip, first afternoon, we were in sight of the Coronado Islands and Point Loma, and we had a 110-pounder laying on the deck.
Wow.
So we were like, this is unbelievable.
So rad.
Whoa.
I was looking around the boat, and there was a spot of bluefin around us that was just as far as you could see.
Jeez.
They were not real eager, but oh my.
Big ones.
There's plenty of big ones around.
Yeah.
Plenty.
Yeah.
Is it the fact that they're just harder to catch? That they traditionally don't bite as well, and they're traditionally all these things. They're a lot of show, not a go. That when you get them, it's just like the self-satisfaction of the pump your fish is like, got them. That's the tougher one to catch and make you feel better when you get them kind of thing.
No, it's timing. You just got to work at it. You got to keep working at it. That's the success to catching them. Just stay on it
until they're ready to bite.
Yeah, and like this year, they were feeding on something that we weren't fishing with.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was a lot harder to catch them. Those years where they get down there on those crabs and stuff, they get pretty hungry for sardines.
That's a good
cool.
thing. 858-457-1090. Excuse me, those are full. 877-792-1090. The only line open in the building right now.
Right on. Well, hey, let's jump back into it. This time we're going to talk to Harry, who's calling us from La Jolla this morning. Harry, good morning. Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Good morning, Harry. Happy New Year.
Good morning. Good morning. Last year was an incredible year, an extremely expensive year for me because I went on quite a few trips, but the key was I had to buy a freezer. And, I'm looking forward to going out again this year. My question really is, I'm a little tired of taking 3 and 4 poles on a trip because I lose them. I can't figure out where I've left them in different places on the boat. If I were to take 2 poles, how would you set those up? What length would they be, and what size reels would you take if you were only taking 2 rigs?
I would take a 25 or 30-pound outfit on about a 7.5 foot rod, and I would take a 2-speed outfit with probably 40 to start the trip out. Most any quality boat you're on will have extra line on the boat, and I would have it back with Spectra, and I'd have a 50-yard top shot of 40-pound on top of it, and I'd have that on a 7-foot rod, and that would be the combination I'd start with. And if the fish got too big, I'd go, hey, I need a little bit of 50 or 60 on this 2-speed, and go for it.
Change it out.
Yeah.
And that's the advantage of having Power Pro on a reel now, is that if you need to change, you don't need to bring multiple setups. You can just change your rig.
Change the top shot real quick.
Yeah.
And you
I've got 65-pound on.
Go ahead.
Now, braid. What about the top shot? What would be the lightest amount of weight that I would take and the highest?
You have to watch what's going on. If for some reason magic fish come back, a little albacore this year or something, you might want to have some 20 in your arsenal. It doesn't happen often. You have to keep an eye on the bait. Bait company did a remarkable job this year. Unbelievable. Pulling it out with sardines.
How about from the beginning of the year when we were all convinced it was going to be anchovy, nothing but anchovy?
Yeah.
And, I mean, just about any time you pulled up to that receiver, there was a load of sardines ready to go.
Every time. It was an amazing year.
Hats off to those guys.
I saw a buck running a boat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's amazing.
They worked hard.
Yeah.
They worked really hard.
Anyway, 20, and I would maybe 60-pound on the top end.
There you go.
Hey, thanks a lot for the phone call this morning.
Hey, it's time to find out what's biting out there down south. It's time for our Baja and Mainland Mexico Catch Report. Today, that's sponsored in part by Gamakatsu Hooks, Japan's leading fish hook that sets the standard for quality, innovation, strength, and durability. And the big fish season is on, and you want to get that Gamakatsu Super Nautilus Circle Hook. It's the one that's putting the big fish on the deck. It has the strength and durability to help you catch that fish of a lifetime. Get your Gamakatsu Super Nautilus hooks at your favorite tackle store, and let's head south and talk to the man, the Cast Man, Richard Castaneda from Cast Tours. Buenos dias, Cast Man.
Hey, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Cast Man.
Me too, Cast.
I know, another year, man, gone by, and we're approaching another one now. Well, we're in another one now, but anyway, Pete, the weather down in San Lucas is holding well. Daytime temperature is in the low to mid-80s. Fishing is pretty good. Both sides of the peninsula there on the Pacific side producing a lot of nice Dorado. I'd say probably averaging 20, 25 pounds, so good quality fish there. Of course, there's strip stripe marlin around. Also, they're just around the corner there from Cabo, a gray rock, also known as whale rock. They're also getting a good bite on wahoo there, which is kind of unusual for here we are in January. Water's holding temperature on the Pacific side around 80 degrees. Get up in the Sea of Cortez at 77. Up in the Sea of Cortez there, the Ponga fleets out of San Jose del Cabo are fishing up around Vinorama and the Island Bank up there. North winds are blowing occasionally, this is the time of year they blow, but the boats are able to get up there early in the morning and get into the bite up there. They're doing pretty well on the wahoo there also, and the smaller tuna, 15 to 20 pound grade tunas. So, good time of year in that southern section of Baja. Over in the mainland, of course, the hot spot now will be, it's got to be Ixtapas y Huantanejo. They'll be fishing that area there really strong all the way through the end of May. A great time of year to be down there. You got the daytime temperatures mid-80s. Sailfish pretty close to the beach there, about 5 to 6 miles off the beach, getting a good bite on sails. A lot of them being released, of course. A few marlin mixed in with them. And then, of course, you've got a good Dorado bite going on down there, too. A little better grade than the Cabo fish, averaging 30, 35 pounds. So some good quality Dorado there. Of course, on the beaches, along the surf line there, you're getting Sierras, Jacks, occasional rooster fish. And we'll wind up with Cancun. Good action going on down there. Another great winter destination. Temperatures mid-80s. Surprising. Here we are in January, and they're catching sailfish. Normally, those sails are really good in the months of April, May, and June. But here, here they are. We're in January, and they're getting sails down there. Of course, then they're getting a mixed bag of kingfish, a few wahoo, and giant Atlantic barracuda. But that's a report for this week, Pete. Happy New Year once again to everybody, and I'll be giving you guys a call next Saturday, and anybody wants to book a trip into Southern Baja, mainland Mexico, Central America, Christmas Island, Brazil, give us a call at Cast Tours at 800-593-6510. We'll see you next week.
All right, thanks, Cast Man. Appreciate that, and we'll talk to you next Saturday.
Got it.
Happy New Year.
Cast, appreciate that. Hey, when we come back, we got a lot more Let's Talk Hookup coming your way. We got more of your phone calls. We have one open line if you want to get it. That's the local line, 858-457-1090. More Let's Talk Hookup coming your way on the mighty 1090.
Want to catch the yellowfin tuna of a lifetime but don't have weeks at a time to commit trying? Then check out Journeyman Sport Fishing in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. Based in Nuevo Vallarta, Journeyman offers an angling dream come true. Outstanding world-class fishery, immaculately maintained and outfitted boat, ultra-limited competition at the rail, and a Journeyman crew that has the experience and passion to make your angling dreams reality. A 2.5-day trip offers 2 full days of fishing from sunup to sundown and only requires 4 days away from your other commitments. In the 2013 season, Journeyman landed dozens of yellowfin over 200 pounds and several over 300. Choose the trip that fits your schedule. 2.5, 3.5, up to 8 days of the ultimate fishing for giant yellowfin tuna. For complete details, check the web at journeymansportfishing.com or contact 619-571-1979. Journeyman Sport Fishing, where angling dreams become reality. A new veteran-owned business that makes one of your go-to pieces of tackle tackle even better. EngravedCedarPlugs.com provides custom engraved cedar plugs of all sizes for gifts, promotional items, advertising, awards, or just your lucky custom lure. They can engrave anything. That's EngravedCedarPlugs.com. Check them out. EngravedCedarPlugs.com. It's a big day in Mission Bay, Saturday, January 17th. Dana Landing will host a big bay bass seminar and sale, and Fast Lane Kayaks right next door will join the fun with all the new models of Hobie kayaks. Fast Lane is sponsoring the kayak division of the tournament, and they'll have their top pros in attendance to give you hot tips to win the big money. You can check out the new models of Hobie kayaks, including the new Pro Angler, new Mirage Drive Outbacks, and more. See the latest fishing accessories for your kayak one day only, Saturday, January 17th, at Fast Lane Kayaks at Dana Landing across from SeaWorld in Mission Bay. Check FastLaneSailing.com.
You know, it's time to talk about great gear from Shimano, and bass fishing season is here, whether it be freshwater or saltwater bass. Shimano makes rods and reels perfect for any situation. You know, Mike Lackey was just talking about the CI4, the Stratic CI4 spinning reel. What an awesome reel, isn't it?
Great reel.
Yeah, it's lightweight.
Carbon fiber technology, and they brought it into so many reels now. They got the Stratic CI4, you see the Chronarch CI4s, and it's basically they're making frame materials that just, I mean, they weigh nothing. Like, you don't feel the reels. You get all the strength out of an aluminum-bodied reel, but you get these carbon fiber frames. There's nothing there. They're so cool.
And the power.
Yes, it's still there.
Power is still there. You got lightweight, durability, and power.
Smooth.
Yeah. So when it comes to bass fishing, whether it be fresh or saltwater bass fishing, Shimano makes that full line of rods and reels ideal for your situation. Check it out at your local Shimano dealer. Check out Shimano.com.
Fisherman's Landing has been the choice of sport fishing anglers for decades, with the largest fleet of long-range boats worldwide, complemented by Southern California's finest charter and open party fleet. Now is the time to book your long-range trips and charters, plus half-day trips aboard the Dolphin. Go to fishermanslanding.com and see trip availability, and even book your trip online. Stop by or call Fisherman's Landing in San Diego and book now at fishermanslanding.com.
XFRS 1090 AM, Rosarito, Baja California.
You're listening to the home of the Aztecs.
Putback slam dunk, that's what I'm talking about.
San Diego's sports leader, the mighty 1090.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup on the mighty 1090.
One line open. You want to get through, talk to Captain Mike Lackey. It's 858-457-1090. You have a chance to win. What's up? It's the new sunglasses from Maui Jim, one of the great styles that they have. Ideal for, and they design them for fishermen.
Yeah, it's a really good pair of shades.
Yeah, you betcha. Courtesy of Maui Jim. Let's go ahead and jump into the phone.
You got it. Well, the phones are definitely packed up. This time we're going to start it off with Jeffrey calling us from Rosarito this morning. Good morning, Jeffrey. Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Good morning, everybody. I'm kind of in agreement with the other guy calling from up north, not wanting the year to change.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
We'll see what 2015 brings. It's here.
Hopefully it's even better.
Yeah, you're going to need to change your fishdope.com ad because the fuel has gone down considerably in spite of the hidden gas tax they've gotten in for greenhouse emissions.
Yes.
I don't know how much the fuels help Captain Mike and the rest of the fleet out there, but it should be substantial. And I guess they're going to charge the same taxes at the dock. Is that correct?
Don't know. I know it's a 10-cent tax now, this new ecology tax or something like that. But the wholesalers are going. Yeah, but, you know, it is what it is. At least, like you say, gasoline has come down in price quite a bit, but who knows how long that's going to last, right?
Yeah, could be tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, it could go turn around the other way. But interestingly enough, it's not that way. I know you live in Rosarito. You're calling from Rosarito. It's not that way in Mexico, is it, Jeffrey?
No, what they've done here is lowered the peso, the gas to approximately 11 pesos for the regular fuel for along the border, but the rest of them down there, it's gone up for one full time. They used to do it every month. Now it's one big bang, and it's about 14 pesos, 14.35, I believe, for diesel fuel.
For a liter.
And I guess it's the same price at the docks, but
yeah,
it's a big problem. And that gas tax was hidden, and it's not just 10 or 12 cents. It can go to 50 cents. It can go to 77 cents, depending on the price of fuel, what I hear. They'll probably come around and try and hit us with a greenhouse tax as well on pinto beans and cigarettes. But, we still got to wait for that, I guess.
All right, Jeff. Well, Happy New Year to you. Thanks a lot for the phone this morning.
All right, well, let's jump right back in and talk to Mike, who's calling us from Torrance this morning. Good morning, Mike. Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Hey, good morning, guys. Happy New Year.
Happy
New Year, Mike.
Hey, so Mike, from the standpoint of planning a trip from the angler's standpoint, and you want to target the big bluefin, is there a time of year, moon cycle, month? What would you recommend to try to get a 80-pounder?
Oh man, get that crystal ball out.
Man.
The one thing, it's not a guarantee. I always try and look into the front side of the full moon the week before. That's my favorite. And then, late June through August generally it's so hard though. As you know, you were out this summer.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's crazy, the water and everything, and the fish, they're here.
Yeah.
They're,
Now things have played out this year where things are warmer. The water conditions are way warmer right now.
Way warmer.
So could that play into a May start?
It could.
An April start? I mean, who knows, right?
And you don't. It's really hard to say what's going to happen. I think what we're probably going to, as long as the water, it seems like the water's holding up. That's the key. Is the water needs to hold up, and the water on the bottom isn't cold. The guys I talk to that are diving say the water's still not cold.
Yeah.
And that's usually, it starts from the bottom and rolls. So without that, the water's possibly going to stay warm this winter. We're going to have to watch and see it out. And if it holds up, water holds up, then we'll just have to wait till the weather breaks in April, May, early June, whenever it is, and then we can fish. Because it's pretty hard to get things started whenever it's shot. Let's face it, that's usually what gets it started.
Yeah.
Is when we can get out there and spend some time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Got to get the coverage. Got to get a couple guys working.
Yeah.
Got to have time to do it.
Yeah, just get a little break where you're not getting beat up.
When do the commercial guys go out and start targeting them, and you start getting that info about kind of when they start and what they're seeing?
They start pretty early, and as soon as we start fishing, we're talking to them. But even they are waiting for conditions too, because if it's real bumpy, windy, they can't work. Mm-hmm. They've got to keep those fish alive.
Yeah,
and they've got multiple boats and aircraft and everything else. You're putting too much money and effort into it if you don't think you're going to be able to make the appropriate catch.
Exactly, and their timing and generally, you were asking about timing. I do know that some of the guys get on their boats coming up to that full moon.
Oh, interesting. All right, so what? Hey, Mike, thanks a lot for the phone call this morning. Appreciate that very much.
Tell Parker hi.
If somebody was booking a trip for next year on the Vagabond, do you have spots available? I mean, can somebody go on your website?
Absolutely, we do have spots available. We have you can go on the website. You can do pretty much through the website. We still want to talk to you. Either get you, we'll answer whatever you request, make sure everything's available and what you want.
Just give a call to the office.
Yeah, well, you can call or you can do it through the website. Either way.
Yeah. So you can book online?
You can book online. For payment, we're gonna either have you send a check or I'm gonna have to talk to you for the credit card. Old fashioned a little bit.
Yeah, well, that's
you guys have a great website though. I mean, I've got it pulled up right now. I mean, it's very easy to follow and really good pictures, and I mean, it shows a list and, spots where the, boats where the trips are getting light. It shows, there's only 5 spots left on this one, jump on kind of thing. And it's a really good website. It's very easy to follow.
I try and keep up on that. And I apologize. Sometimes it goes from wide open to no spots available.
Well, I think we know that's how fishing works.
Well, and it goes that, like right now, the holidays here, there's some stuff that filled up during the holidays that I've just been, I went on vacation, like I said. Spent half the last month in Mexico.
That's a good thing.
What a lot of people don't understand is that, fishing business is a small business. And like our website, Let's Talk Hookup website, I'm the guy that puts all that stuff up. You're the guy that puts all the stuff on the Vagabond up.
Absolutely.
And so sometimes we are a little slower this time of the year.
Sometimes a yellow bite. What do you want to do?
I have to go fishing.
Bass are biting or whatever.
I have to go. Like yesterday I was building a heater for the patio.
All right. Hey, 858-457-1090 is open right now. You want to get through, have a chance to talk to Mike Lackey. there's your chance.
Mo in Vista, you're up next on Let's Talk Hookup. Mo, thanks for hanging in there with us.
Okay. Hey, Mike, I see you down at La Bacana on the 25 when we were down there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Do you go further out from there for your tuna, or do you stick around right there around those
generally, whenever you guys run into us there, I'm traveling down. I made a little stop at Ascension once or twice this year. And we're just breaking up the ride from going down. Generally, whenever I come through there, and as you know, at La Bacana there's occasional wahoo strike or two that we try and sneak aboard. But yeah, generally we go on down to the ridge, the Uncle Sam and stuff. We don't spend a lot of time along the coast. It's usually just to break up the ride. We had a little tuna fishing up at Ascension one day for a couple hours. We stopped and visited and handed a ponga a little bit of sardine and got out of there and left them alone. Those guys are pretty restricted in where they can fish, so we try not to bother them too much.
That's nice.
That's cool.
And cooperate with them, give them some bait, stuff like that.
Do our best.
Yeah, it is their water.
Nice.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, it was real good. Yeah, we got a couple wahoo this year down there, so it's been a pretty nice little trip down there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the bank I'm pretty sure I remember seeing you, and we were real close to one of the banks right there, and I think we had a couple right there on that bank.
All right.
Great.
Very good. Mo, Happy New Year. Thanks a lot for the phone call this morning. That does free up 877-792-1090.
Speaking of wahoo and what a great time we had in 2014 and what great wahoo scores came out of that. I mean, not only just the crazy things of the, fish up in Orange County and San Diego, but just all the good wahoo fishing that I know you guys had. And I know that San Diego English trip, I know you creamed them again. And just,
oh, man, that was fun.
Such good fishing. Is there much funner fishing than that when it's going on? Just the fast pace and excitement and everybody screaming and, I lost 5 that stop. And
I like fishing. The wahoo fishing's fun, but I like all the fishing. I might even like yellowtail fishing as much as anything.
Oh, it's hard to beat good yellowtail fishing, right?
Yeah, it is. But the wahoo fishing was pretty crazy. On the angler trip, we actually had, we try our best to make sure everybody's got a fish to kind of, once you get a guy with one in his bag and then he goes crazy.
Yeah.
And we did that on that trip. We stopped, and we had one stop where we just stopped and let one guy fish. And
great.
It was awesome because first one got away, second one I think short bit him, and the third one got on the boat. And there was 15 guys with their rods ready to go.
but nobody's going until
that one hit the deck.
Rad.
It was that's the nice thing about fishing with a group like that.
Yeah.
Is they all just are out for help each other.
That's cool.
So
cheering them on, everything.
Yeah, it was so much fun. It was really. I believe it was the guy's first wahoo ever.
That's cool. That's way cool.
And a lot of times it's amazing how many times some of a guy that's really experienced, it just gets snake. The wahoo fishing is really hard.
The most humbling fish in the ocean to try and catch.
And to get over, just get that. It's taking that first one and getting it on the boat. After that, it's cake.
Yeah, exactly.
And where did they all come from this year? My gosh, what a great wahoo season!
Unbelievable. It's just the cycles.
Yeah,
things come in and conditions were right for them. I think those little flyers were one of the keys. Man, there was a lot of those around.
Oh, really? For bait?
Yeah, it seems to be when there's a lot of those, there's a lot of wahoo around.
A lot of wahoo around. All right, very good. Well, let's go jump back in the phone.
You got it, man. How about this time we talked to Doug calling us from Montebello this morning. Good morning, Doug. Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Yeah, it's a question for Mike. When you guys go trolling, is there anything you won't pass up floating on the ocean? Or what's the oddest thing you ever seen out there?
The oddest thing we ever saw out there?
Floating.
Oh, man. There's so many things. It's hard to say. I mean, oddest thing that we ever caught a lot off of was about a 8-inch piece of polypropylene.
Yeah, an 8-inch piece.
8-inch piece of
line.
Of line, yeah. That was.
And you caught fish off of that.
We caught all the Dorado we needed.
Off of one piece of line.
Yeah, we didn't even know what it was. We just happened to. We saw fish jumping and went over there and we're hanging out and all of a sudden the water was loaded and we finally realized that it was on a piece of polypropylene.
That's crazy.
Big.
Wow.
That was it.
Yeah, just
take
something,
it, right?
Something for them to associate to.
Whatever.
Yeah.
We'll take it. Coincidence or not, it worked.
Right.
Created a bait school under it, and then all of a sudden the Dorado found the bait. And
or the rope found the Dorado.
Or the rope found the Dorado.
Whatever it was.
Something.
Whatever it was, he got fixed up.
That's a pretty odd one.
Yeah. There's some strange ones. You see, fishing off Mexico, though, they get like this year we had the hurricanes and stuff, so you saw tree roots and stuff like that. There's things like that you want there's all kinds of things in the ocean. You just drive along, you see turtles, and you never know what it's going to be. Anything different.
Do fish associate on turtles? I mean, can you find a school of Dorado?
You can see a little bit of Dorado. I not really see lots of Dorado usually, but usually some.
Yeah. All right. Very good. Thanks a lot for the call this morning, Doug.
All right. Daryl from San Diego, you're up next on Let's Talk Hookup. Daryl, thanks for joining us this morning.
Oh, good morning. I was just listening, and Mike said he likes to talk to the guy when he wants to book, so I want to book that 3-day trip this next Friday.
There you go.
All right.
All right.
I will
save him a spot.
I'll save you a spot. I'll be in the office in the morning.
Tomorrow morning?
Tomorrow morning, first thing.
Sunday morning?
Oh, it's Sunday. Oh, I'm sorry.
Tomorrow's Sunday.
Remember we were talking
earlier
earlier
about
about
all messed up.
We're all messed up. I'll be in there on Monday morning.
Monday morning.
But if you just go to the website and click on it and put it through, I'll call you.
Okay, I'll bring the cash.
Go on the
I look forward to taking you.
The website's really cool too. If you just go right to the schedule tab on the website, you'll see the trip listed off, and there's just a little bar for reserve now, and you can just click on it and
reserve.
That kind of electronically temporarily says, okay, this I want to go, and then you talk to Mike or
it generates an answer for me.
Perfect. That's cool.
Very good.
Have
all
fun,
right,
Daryl.
Thanks a lot for the call. Have a great time on that trip. It sounds like fun. Looks like the weather's starting to going to be cooperative. You're going to catch some fish. When do you leave? Friday?
We leave Friday at 3:00, so we can be down San Martin before daylight or around daylight.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
fish Saturday, Sunday, back Monday?
Yep.
Wow.
Oh, that's perfect. That's
very
perfect.
Nice.
Yeah, it's going to be really nice. We're looking forward to it. We're going to. I pretty much see us starting at San Martin unless something really changes, and then we'll come up and we can fish all day San Martin and all day at Collinette.
Yeah.
All right. I like what you were saying. Freezer special. You're just filling it with yellowtail and not.
Take it.
Yeah, that's for sure. Hills in Ventura, you're up next on Let's Talk Hookup. Hills, good morning. Thanks for hanging with us.
Hey, good morning, guys. Good morning, Captain Mike.
Good morning.
My little bit of surf fishing report is Ventura beaches are plugged with smelt, which is kind of cool. But
wow.
I wanted to ask Mike, does he use the kite a lot? When he's, down in the right areas for that. And then along those lines, I know people have been kind of joking around about it, but does he ever foresee trying to use a drone to dangle some double trouble rig? Because maybe you could go upwind with it or chase the fish or something.
Wow. The kite, we definitely reuse the kite as much as it dictates what we're doing. Sometimes the kite's really good, the balloon sometimes, those kind of things. Yeah, we use what we have to use that way. I'd be truthful, I would prefer not to have to use a kite because when you're using a kite, you got people busy. A lot of times the kite's a busy thing. You keep people busy. So I like it whenever the fish are biting and guys got the line. We got everybody too busy to operate a kite. As far as the drone thing goes, I'm going to just refer to my experience. We've tried the drone twice so far.
You have?
Yeah, we have 2 in the water. Yeah, we're down 2 drones.
0 for 2.
0 for 2. Yeah, my
that's expensive.
Yeah, my really good friend Jim has come out on the boat here, and he's just an amazing guy, and he brought a drone out. And we said, okay, we'll try it down below. It happened to be down in Cowtown. We're going to use it to look around and play around with. And some guy threw a sardine off. We're not sure exactly what happened, but we think the sardine took it down.
Oh, boy.
Oh, no.
We think that's what happened on the one. And then the other one was just a simple, he was playing with it at the dock and tripped as he was moving it around.
No.
And it turns out those things are pretty hard to fly.
Yeah. Yeah, and they don't float.
They don't. Even if they do float, they're pretty much toast once they hit the water.
Yeah,
salt water's not good on little wires.
For those things.
Yeah. Well, someday maybe they'll create
I see
one
it coming.
That's waterproof.
Yeah, they just need to get them down a little bit short of the several million that they cost now.
Yeah, right.
Boy, that would be some pretty sick footage if you had a camera dangling straight down on your kite baits and watch the big bite come on, straight below. That would be pretty cool.
Here it comes.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks a lot for the call this morning, Hills.
Hey, when we come back, we got a lot of Let's Talk Hookup coming your way. Another full hour of your phone calls. We're going to check in up and down the beach, find out what's biting on the coast with the Catch Report. Lots of great stuff coming your way. You stay tuned. It's Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090.
my mom's sick.
It's big, it's comfortable, and she is beautiful. The state-of-the-art long-range sport fishing vessel, the Independence. Veteran captains Mark Paisano and Paul Strasser built this incredible 112-foot vessel with the most modern technology and luxurious comfort available. Captain Jeff Dubois has helped make the Independence a top-notch operation. Call Independence Sports Fishing at 619-226-6006 or check the availability on spring, summer, and fall trips now at IndependenceSportFishing.com. If you're looking for the ultimate fishing opportunity in the East Cape at an affordable price, check out El Regalo Charters. This meticulously maintained Cabo 35 will pick you up at any East Cape resort. The expert crew of the El Regalo specializes in catching big tuna, wahoo, and kite fishing. No need to bring tackle. El Regalo Sport Fishing features top-of-the-line tackle included in the price. The boat is fast and very fishy. And if it gets too hot, just relax in the air-conditioned salon. Check out El Regalo Sport Fishing for your next trip to the East Cape. Call 619-307-1925 or check out elregalosportfishing.com.
Alaska is one of the ultimate fishing destinations in the world. This is Rock Cod Rick, and every year the one trip I look forward to is Kingfisher Charters in Sitka, Alaska. My dad and I have been going for over 15 years, and I just can't wait to go again. No one does it better than Kingfisher Charters. They offer the best service, the most comfortable accommodations, fantastic food, the finest fishing charter captains in all of Sitka, and the ultimate value. Sure, I've been to others, but time and time again, nobody beats Kingfisher Charters. You can catch huge halibut like the ones we do almost every year, and salmon, well, Sitka is famous for some of the best runs in Alaska. We also get plenty of rockfish and huge lingcod. And when it comes to fish processing, the best in Alaska is Kingfisher Charters. And listen to this, it's all included in your package. In fact, everything is included except the tips. It's truly amazing how the Kingfisher crew continues the quality of service they deliver year after year. Come and join me on the Let's Talk hookup trip in June, or just go when you can. Kingfisher Charters, 800-727-6136, or check kingfishercharters.com.
XEPRS 1090 AM, Rosarito, Baja California.
The best NFL coverage is right here. Touchdown! Oh, my goodness! San Diego's sports leader, the mighty 1090.
If you're looking for the ultimate fishing opportunity in the East Cape at an affordable price, check out El Regalo Charters. This meticulously maintained Cabo 35 will pick you up at any East Cape resort. The expert crew of the El Regalo specializes in catching big tuna, wahoo, and kite fishing. No need to bring tackle. El Regalo Sport Fishing features top-of-the-line tackle included in the price. The boat is fast and very fishy. And if it gets too hot, just relax in the air-conditioned salon. Check out El Regalo Sport Fishing for your next trip to the East Cape. Call 619-307-1925 or check out elregalosportfishing.com.
Let's talk candidly about long-range fishing. This is Captain Frank Lopresti of the Royal Polaris and the Shogun. Nowhere on Earth will you find a fleet of long-range boats like we have in San Diego. We are fortunate to have several top-notch operations to take you to the most productive fishing grounds in the world. We all offer good food, comfortable staterooms, huge bait capacity, and top-of-the-line fish-finding electronics. So why would you choose the Royal Polaris or the Shogun for your next long-range trip? What sets us apart from the rest? It's pretty simple. The boats, the crew, and the service. From the moment you arrive at Fisherman's Landing, the service begins. We help you load your gear and do everything possible to get beginners or seasoned veterans ready to catch fish. When it's time to fish, the Royal Polaris and the Shogun have the edge there too, delivering the two best fishing platforms in the fleet. But don't take my word for it. Come fishing with us. If you want the best, it's Royal Polaris and the Shogun. For more information, call 619-226-8030 or on the web at royalpolarissportfishing.com or shogunsportfishing.com.
The offshore fishing this year has been nothing short of amazing. It's got a lot of San Diego anglers already dreaming about next year. Things may be cooling down a little offshore, but they're heating up at your San Diego County Ford dealers during the Dream Big Sales event. It's a great time to come in and check out incredible lease deals on Fusion, Focus, and Escape, or the big cash back available on America's favorite truck, Ford F-150, the truck of choice for San Diego fishermen. I've been driving a Ford truck for years, and I couldn't be happier with it. The technology is state-of-the-art. I can launch my boat with ease, and it's got all the room I need. And guess what else just started rolling in? The all-new 2015 Mustang. Just wait till you hear that throaty growl of that engine. It'll really really get your blood pumping. December is traditionally a great time for two things, fishing in the bay and getting a great deal on a new Ford. So if you're ready to dream big and save big, don't miss the Dream Big sales event. On now at your San Diego County Ford dealer. Stop by today. They'll be glad to hook you up.
Now it's time.